is out. Oh, wait, when the kid knew your kid, he said something. Oh, yeah. Well, why'd you give me that face?
Well, yeah, we're cutting it right now so we can play it for you. But yeah, he said he was talking to Jayden Daniels, new.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away. Just tease it.
Okay.
He's talking to Jayden Daniels.
He's talking to Jayden Daniels on FaceTime. So we'll have that audio ready for you in a little bit.
Oh. Where do you think this Brandon Aiyuk thing's going?
I think he gets signed. They're going to come together, and he'll be in camp.
You will, like, the way he's going about it, like, it's probably turned some people off.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. When we talk about fandom, most of turn fans off by holding out because they're getting generational wealth, and we're paying top dollar for games. So we will look at this guy and say, well, screw you. $25 million is $25 million. It's still a lot more money than everybody else. Or you just take the 14, blah, 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 blah. See it in boxing all the time. Sometimes when guys are negotiating, just take the 20%, bro. Just take the 20%. Hey, that's not how this works. Here's Brandon Aiyuk. Tik Tok with Jayden Daniels. They're Tik Toking together. Wow. Look at this.
Starts now.
Bro, look in the cam, bro. Look the cam.
He got me vlogging this
Bro, what? They said they don't want me back. I swear.
They don't want me back. So what was that?
Tongue in cheek? It sounded like he was smiling.
He was watching.
To interpret that?
He was watching the video, correct? Watching the video, was he watching his own highlights? Was he looking on Twitter?
No, he was FaceTiming with Jayden Daniels, and
who's the girl?
I don't know if it was his
woman.
girl. Yeah, I think it was his girl. We're not too sure, but yeah, we don't know who they are. But these guys went to they played college ball together.
At Arizona State.
You just kind of speculate now. They don't want me back. Who's they? There's only a couple of things you could think about.
Was he talking about fans? Was he talking about the team?
Yeah, who knows?
Boy, we ready for Brandon Aiyuk to not be a Niner? Like, that's my question is, if he's not on this football team, what's this offense look like?
I don't know, but I do know that it makes it a lot more difficult to try to win a Super Bowl without him, right? Not that it couldn't happen, but it's a lot more difficult. And I look at where the 49ers are at. They're, trying to go all in on one last big run with all the high-priced players before they start having to shell out money elsewhere. I mean, we've listed it. There are 7 guys not named Brock Purdy who are also asking for extensions currently. And then you throw in the, 60 or so million that he's going to want guaranteed, depending on how they finagle the money with guarantees and whatnot. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on here. And I think that, the window for the Niners to trade him to try to help your team now would have been before the draft. The timing just doesn't feel right. And so I'll be the first to say it. If they can't pay him and he says he's going to hold out and won't play on the 5th-year deal, they misplayed their hand here. The team did, because you had to either trade him before now. Because if you trade him for something else, even if you get multiple firsts, right? That's a great haul. Multiple firsts for a wide receiver is a great haul. But I need to help win now. Your entire team is top heavy financially because the winning is right now, winning the Super Bowl. Not that you can't win in the future, but I want when I have all the all pros in their prime. That's when I want to win. And so trading away those draft picks, 4 draft picks that won't materialize until next April, it's really not the greatest business move for your on-field product right now. That's, again, you can still win and win at a high level without Brandon Aiyuk. I find it hard to believe you're a better football team today without those draft picks being able to be executed and be players on this year's team.
Well, that's where it comes to Brock Purdy in his 3rd year. Can he elevate an offense without a Brandon Aiyuk? How good is Brock Purdy then? Can he elevate an offense without number 11, a guy who averaged 19.7 yards a catch? Can he elevate it? Because when it comes to paying Brock Purdy next season, and he's going to get anywhere from 55 to 65 million per year, when you get paid that type of money, I'm looking for a quarterback to elevate my offense. So, yeah, Brandon Aiyuk would be a huge loss.
In this era of Pocket watching. It would be interesting if like Steph Curry's like, wait a minute. Brock Purdy's making $65 million a year. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even looking within my own sport, and I'm not that. I'm looking at. I need to match what Brock Purdy's making.
I mean,
that would be funny.
I mean,
I'm laughing. There's a joke, tongue in cheek. I'm doing tongue in cheek.
I hear you.
I want to make sure the people, the audience, are listening.
I hear you.
65 million.
All I'm saying, 65 million. Now, maybe worth it if he goes out there and balls out without Brandon Aiyuk. Then yeah, pay him whatever the hell he wants. Because as the 415 on the City Mobile text line says, they still have Devo, they still got CMC, still have Kittle, still have Juwan Jennings. And as the 415 says, and that guy Brock Purdy.
Shanahan's the most important in that equation.
Is he?
Well, yeah, I feel like they've moved the ball pretty well in his tenure, regardless of personnel. Now, your personnel elevates the scheme to a degree that last year was one of the most prolific offenses the Niners have ever had. And that's saying something. So, yeah, I wonder how much the Ricky Pearsall thing has factored into it. You know, you draft Pearsall, you think he's going to be good. Now you've got to kind of test drove him in shorts. You know, maybe they're feeling better about Pearsall, and maybe that changes their stance. I don't know.
Got some sound from Sham Sharani I'm going to send to the thread here about Klay Thompson. More news
from this morning?
From this morning. Just got tagged in it. I think Echo Pest Control tagged me. They sent it to me. But
Thank you, Echo Pest Control.
But this is, just broke a few minutes ago, so I'll send it to the thread right now so we can get that sound going up. When we talk about free agency and guys getting their money, Brandon Aiyuk and Klay Thompson. Oh, boy. 888-957-9570. Anything about Phil Simms and what he said about Brock Purdy, because his son obviously was very critical of Brock Purdy, saying that, boy, he can't elevate an offense. He should have thrown 7 picks against Green Bay. But Phil kind of likes what he sees from Brock Purdy. He thinks, but he also mentioned that Shanahan's offense is so quarterback friendly.
Well, I think the thing that I found fascinating is that a guy who did the job forever put his arms up in the air and was like, hey, why are we judging the playoffs and the Super Bowls more than the regular, more than all the other body of work? And then as time has gone on, now he kind of understands why we put more weight on the playoffs and the Super Bowl and things like that. And to me, that was the start of the Jimmy Garoppolo conversation.
Yeah. No, dog.
Was why is the regular season one thing, and then come playoff time, you turn into the Scooby-Doo pulling the mask off.
Exactly. We all judge on the playoffs. You get judged by the playoffs, which is Lamar Jackson.
Andrew Wiggins.
I mean, come on. Well,
I was that was a joke. That was a joke.
Rich Orberger down there in San Diego. You know our boy Rich Orberger.
Yeah.
We can
Mark
never get him on the
Willard's
show
boy.
because Mark Willard would not be happy with this, but he just quote tweeted his Brandon Aiyuk TikTok video saying, not a good look. Fall under, not a good look. And now everybody's running with it saying, they don't want me, I swear. I mean,
look, it's not no one. I don't believe that everyone should conduct business the same way. Because I believe in like America and capitalism, and they're like Amazon exists because it broke through, you know what I mean, in its own unique way, and Apple and all these different great companies that have broken through and bucking the trend of what was the gold standard, right? So I believe that everyone should go to business in a different strategy for whatever works for them. That being said, God, it's just when it comes to like endearing yourself to a fan base, and not everyone can do this because their leverage is different. But the way McCaffrey went about getting the extension quietly, hush hush, behind closed doors, and the way that this is playing out publicly, it just lands in the fans' lap a different way.
So
and it sucks. I honestly now feel bad for Brandon Aiyuk that he has to go this route.
Yeah, well, you know what? Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. I mean, it's a new age, man. It's a new day and age in professional sports. Damn, they don't want me back. Is that true?
Is that true? I'm sure they want him back, but at the right number.
Probably would love to be in Washington.
I mean, isn't that the same conversation the Warriors are having? But obviously different. But like the Warriors and Claire having probably a similar comment. Like, we want you back at this number.
By the way, real quick, Brian Wayhorse on Get Up this morning. He's discussing Klay Thompson's contract. And he said what he believes the key to getting a deal done with the Warriors. Here's what Wayhorse said. I think the key here is it's not just about the money. It's the amount of years.
Wow, you've been on that?
This is the same thing with Paul George. Kawhi Leonard took less of the max, but the key, I think, for Paul was he took 3 years, not the max, which would have been 5. Paul George wants 5 or at least 4 to be sure. Clay, he's going to have to take a pay cut. He's coming down. But how many years can he get? Andrew Wiggins took a pay cut, but he got 4 years. Draymond Green took a pay cut, but he got 4 years. That's the thing. I would not freak out if I was a Warrior fan. I would not overreact to this, but I do think the negotiation season has absolutely started. So obviously he's not going to make $43 million a year, Klay Thompson. That's done. We all know that. $43 million a year is done. Will he make 20? Will he make 25? Will he make 30? I think there's a team out there willing to pay him 30 per year, but it's the years.
So is it 4 years? He wants the same as Draymond?
I think he wants at least 3, not
3.
2. And I've been saying this all season. Like it's the years. It's not the money. It's the years of the situation. So what's going to happen with the years?
But why can't you go the Iguodala route and get to 2 years, and then in 2 years, get another 1-year deal? Like, why does it have to be take it or leave it?
Make it hurt. If you had career-threatening injuries like Klay Thompson's had, you got to get the stability with the years.
Bonte, it's time for you to do the legal.
That's what it is. You had the major injuries. You had the major injuries. You're not going to do that. You want to be long-term.
It's hard for me to accept. Like this, when you say stability, I'm thinking financial stability, even though I know you mean more the protection of the years. But like the Warriors, they've kept guys on, like they kept Iguodala well past his prime.
They did. But he wants 2
just
3 years.
Just for vibes.
He wants 3 years. Can he get 2 with a player option?
I mean,
Draymond got 3 in the player option.
But I also think that Draymond was an overpay.
So
shocked you talking to me.
No, I mean, I think we can acknowledge that.
Shocked I'm talking about him. You're listening to 95.7 The Game. KGMG FM and HD1 San Francisco and Odyssey Sports Station, always live on the free Odyssey app. Don't forget, you can also watch us every single day on our YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter streams, brought to you by First NorCal Credit Union for a low rate auto loan. Apply online or just ask for First NorCal financing at the dealer. And at 895-79-570, we'll get the Shams surrounding us out in just a second. Brendan Aiyuk, they don't want me back. There's a TikTok video. We'll play it again, but I can't. It's really better if you watch it. If you go online and watch it, it's better. But here's the audio in case you don't know what we're talking about.
I haven't seen it yet.
Who starts now?
Bro, look in the cam, bro. Look at the cam.
He got me vlogging this
Bro, what? They said they don't want me back. I swear.
They said they don't want me back.
If there's one thing, though, that I do think we need to, like, throw out the window, this whole, like, stop pocket watching. Literally every athlete in every sport now, whether it's golf, as I'm looking at Rory on my screen, who's printed gazillions of dollars, whether it's LIV or it's PGA, whether it's Brandon Aiyuk wanting more money, more years, whatever, whether it's Brock Purdy, Trevor Lawrence, Klay Thompson, it's all about the money in the years. Like that. Literally, we can't have sports conversations without talking about the 7 guys on the Niners who won extended and all of the possible combinations regarding trades, fitting it under the particular salary cap, who you could sign, how many years you can get. You need almost a business degree to be able to talk sports now.
Well, you do, but you don't. It's not. I don't have a business degree. I understand the cap and I understand the money and I understand that we talk about the financials. It's all baked into the equation. But we do pocket watch and people get mad when these players have already made millions of dollars, want more money, or they want just what they deserve on the open market. And if they're sticking the team for an extra, like Bosa, I believe, got an extra $20 million by holding out. An extra 20, at least. I don't think the 49ers expected him to want all that money, nor did they expect to pay him all that money. Then it got close to Pittsburgh, they said, oh, damn. We can't go to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania without Nick Bosa.
Yeah,
hell no.
I think all the parties regret how that went down.
Right,
I'm sure Bosa feels great about it because it's hit his bank account.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I think that the Niners, looking back on it, like, I bet even Bosa to some degree would be like, yeah, it probably set me off on a bad path last year.
All right, we got the Shams surrounding sound coming up.